Art students, Brian Proctor back again, the art teacher, with another video. And this one's going to be a quick review of the Sigma versus Body Chan little action drawing figures. And why is that? Because a fellow art student asked me, oh well, actually, he wrote me and he told me about getting the Body Chan figures, especially the female Body Chan. And I told him I really wasn't crazy about that one. I like the Figma figure better. So I'm going to do a quick review of the two figures and let you guys kind of decide. You already know which one I choose. So first of all, let's look at the dimensions of these two figures. They're pretty much the same, and you know, they're pretty much different too. So back of the figures, side, which really, you know, doesn't do much for it. You know, and even the top of the figures. And this camera is zoomed in all the way, so, and it's not blurring, which is really, really good. I have to work with my lighting. So anyway, before we go any further, if you see this video and you say, oh my God, these are nice, I want to buy these, and you go on Amazon and you see one of these things for like $20 or $25, $30, do not buy them. They are knockoff. This thing is about 90 to 100 and some dollars. And this one, I think it was about 80 something to 90 something. So if you see them online under that price, like greatly under that price, then it's a knockoff and it's going to probably break. So I know you say, oh, $20, I can afford that. You might not be able to afford the $100, you know, figure, but you're taking your chances when you buy the knockoff. Now this is from Bandai, the animation company, and this one is from Max Factor, if I'm not mistaken. This is the stand that it comes with. It is Max Factor. So if it's by any other name, then it is a rip-off. Yes, Max Factor, whatever. So I believe that, I know this one is definitely an import. And I don't know about this one, but let's look at some of the motion of this. The first thing I do, anytime I get a figure, I like to do the split, because coming from a martial arts base, I like the martial arts. So, you know, I'll always draw a character that's going to do a kick. And this is as far as that one goes versus that one. Now, the difference between this and the other one, they have this little joint under the shoulder, slow down. And I really never use this female character because to me, I'm scared of it. It is so tiny. This is the one thing that got me. Look at the little teeny hands. You see how big my fingers are? Look at the little teeny hands. You're supposed to be able to pull them off. I mean, they come off, but you would lose that. If that fell off your desk, you would lose that in a heartbeat. You know, and it just scares me to use it. And I really didn't like the size of this or the shape of this, you know. But the one thing is, you can't raise the arms up. These little shields, I call them, are supposed to move, but they really don't. That's probably because I don't use them. I never use this doll for anything. Okay, another key point, the arms go up like that if you twist them all the way up and rotate them back. The one thing I do like about this is the knee. The knee is just one piece like that, and it just kind of bends in, close up, and it's just one piece. And to me, it really looks good. It looks like a knee. It's not that bulge like when you do the elbow and you see that those little mechanical joints. Whereas this one, you will see the little bulge like a machine. Now, I do like the shape of this one. I like the waist, the way the waist comes in and goes out for the hips. I like the stomach muscles, and I truly like the face because you can actually do some detail with that face, some good drawing angles with that face versus, I will show you in a minute, versus the other figure. Really good detail. And look at the size of the hands. The hands are a nice size. You know, if I dropped it, I could probably find it compared to the little baby hand here is a big difference. The fist. Back to the face. See, this is more your manga face. No real detail to it. I mean, if you're doing the manga stuff, it's, you know, this might be good for you, but, you know, I tend to stick with the more realistic American style. Again, as I say, I like the shape of this. I like the fact that this has the boots or the shoes on, because how many times do we draw feet? How many times do we actually have to draw feet with toes? I like this because you already have your shoe, your boots, so it's no real guessing. And then you have the articulation from the toes. But so 2 points for that, the knees and the feet. And this is hard because, as I say, I never really use it. No split. This is as far as it's going to come up. So front kick, and it squeaks, and that scares me. In some fashion or way, I do like the shape of the legs. I do like the shape of the leg, the curves of the legs. But at the same time, I also like the curves of the legs, especially the calves. So let's say if I bring this up, and you know, you're not going to get that straight forward high kind of kick going back. They're both limited in range, but I think this was more a little more flexible. And you have the toes, which I say close up. You know, nobody really draws toes unless you're drawing somebody on the beach, or you're drawing like somebody that just doesn't wear shoes. So to me, this just takes a problem out of drawing shoes or boots or whatever you want to put on your character. Again, I do like the shape. I like the legs because maybe the calf, just the shape of the legs. And that's the difference between drawing a man and a female, are the shapes of the legs. Because you can't give a woman, a man, you know, big, thick. You can't give a woman big, thick legs. You have to have that shape to it, those curves, where you put them in the right place. So, yeah. Again, look at the stomach. Where's the camera? You know, the breast, kind of the same. Shoulders, kind of the same. The arms on this one are more shapely-ish, whereas you really don't put too much on a female arm, muscles on a female arm. And forgive me if I'm going off camera, because this is my iPhone that I'm using. My camera that I usually use is dead. Another phone dead. I have like 5 phones because either the programming gets old and they won't update it to do this, or just a lot of stuff. So now I'm doing an iPhone. And back to the arms again. The arms are basically kind of smooth. So covering the points. Now, when you buy this, if you buy the deluxe figure, I think this is why they call so much the deluxe figure, because this deluxe figure comes with a lot of stuff, Now, I've taken probably some of the stuff out. It comes with all these hands, which is wonderful. If they weren't so small, it comes with a gun, which is like right in here. Let's see if I can take this out real quick. This is the other part of the stand, which is the top of this, which sticks in her back. Oh, let me get on that real quick. This sticks in her back. And then you can put the stand. This stand cracked. I don't know what happened. This is cracked. So you can sit her, you know, up however, and then pose her in whatever pose or position you want to draw. And I think they all come with a stand. But if you don't buy the deluxe version, you won't get all this extra stuff. I bought the deluxe because I thought it was pretty cool. So, and the same thing with the Figma. The Figma only comes with this. This is just basic. And I think if you bought the basic, it would just come with maybe this kind of stand. The same thing. Now, this I don't like about the Figma figure is that you can see like the spine when you rotate it down, when you bend it over like this. But it gives you a little bit of more motion than this figure. Just a little more motion. And when you lift it up, you can see up under here, which something else I don't like, but you still get a little more, you know, bendable motion with that figure. But if I'm drawing, I'm going to ignore this hole anyway. and just go with that range of motion. It's good. It's a good flying position right there. Good flying position. The way you can lift that chest up like that. Camera. See, that's pretty good. So actually, you would just ignore that. But the fact that it's there, I just kind of, I don't know. I don't like it. That's just me being picky. So as I said, the Figma only comes with the stand. So you plug the stand up, plug it up. You just hook it up in her back, and then you can position the figure, you know, in whatever pose that you like. Set it down and then just draw it, and that is a neat thing. Now I have the males, and pulling this off and on out of the back, it actually loosens up the hole. So when you do like a position, say like if I'm going to do a position like where she's leaning that way, maybe she's blasting, flying that way, it'll loosen up, and the figure will actually start to just go straight down and hang. So that's one thing if you decide to get this, is don't every 2 seconds pop it on, pop it off. I would say the best thing to do is either put it on like halfway or take it off completely when you finish with it. That way it won't stay in there and the hole won't stay big. It may have a chance to shrink down a little bit if you keep it off of the stand. But for some reason I keep mine on the stand, and as I say, one of them is loose, so it just kind of like rotates. But I have 4 figures, so I can switch stands, so that's a good thing. So back to this, you have all these different hands, but they actually leave room for a couple extra hands. I don't know why they don't just fill them all up. You have this, I'm not gonna take it out. You have this little flip phone, this gun, and this is like $100 and some dollars. I know the male was $110. You have this is let's put this back. I think it comes with a samurai sword as well. Just take it out. This is a laptop. I mean, you can do reference. You can just go online, you know, and have reference. But you know, I think they have the hands where you can like kind of like hold the laptop. You know, I don't think it will hold a laptop, but what is this? The tablet, little tablet, smartphone here, and yeah, I think a sword. So they have hands that will hold the gun. I think they will hold the sword as well. The one thing that I don't like about either one of them is they don't give you a left and right sword or gun holding hand. It would be nice if somebody came out with one that you can hold a sword in both hands or a gun in both hands, but nobody that I know does that. So, all right, so that's the difference between the 2 figures. And I love the little carrying case that they give you, so you can actually, the sword goes up, it goes up. Anyway, I'm just gonna cut this off because this is frustrating to get this thing right or in here. All right, got them back all in, and then it tops off with the little piece. It's not really the greatest because it will fall out, and these hands are so tiny. It's put it this way, it takes just a little bit of pressure to get this off. It just doesn't fall off, you know. But if it falls off and the hands being so tiny, you know, you'll lose them probably. But they stick on very well in this on this. The little peg, it takes a bit of force to put it on, but I'm having a feeling that it might break. And as I said, this actually comes with 3 sets of hands. I forgot to mention that. Pops on, pops off. This one is tough. I never really took the fist off. I think I bought these for reviews a long time ago. I'll buy them for drawing purposes, but because I pretty much know the anatomy, I really don't use them unless, you know, I'm doing a comic and I'm trying to figure out a good position and a good angle for that position. But other than that, I really don't use it. But if you buy one, you can actually just set it up, take pictures of it, draw it from there. I don't know what's with my voice. So they are good to have, but as I say, if you're trying to buy one for $20, don't expect it to work very long. You know what they say, you buy cheap. This is Brian saying, you buy cheap, you get cheap. So yeah. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna put it, that's gonna be it for the Figma versus Body Chan review. 15 minutes, 46 seconds minus editing. All right, so that's gonna be it again. I'll see you guys on the next video. If you have any questions, let me know. And basically, you can get the knockoffs on Amazon. If you want the originals, you have to go to their official website. And if I can think about it, if I can remember it, I'll put it at the end of the video or the description down below everything. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Any questions, leave a comment. I will answer you back. All right. Once again, it's like, well, $90. It's like $100 and some dollars. So yeah, do the math. All right, I'm out.